Hello everyone, I'm Jacqueline Sakamoto. Hello, I'm Vanya Ishikura. Hello, I'm Rafaelia Oliveira. Hello, I'm Diego Canavera. Today, all of us who have appeared in the program TudoBem SHIGA. It's a pity, but today is the last one of this program, which has continued for 2 years. We've introduced information that you needed for your life in Japan, for disasters and so on, in Portuguese. We also took part in the various events for our reports. We'll show you the 3 important points to live in Japan to recap in our final. TudoBem. What's the first one?
Para vivermos com segurança no Japão. Vamos lá. Então, Vânia, qual é o primeiro ponto importante?
It is, let's study Japanese. This is Minakuchi Chuo Kominkan at Minakuchi in Koka City. The Koka International Society held Japanese language class from 7:30 p.m. on every Saturday. What kind of people come to study in the class? South American people who have roots in Japan, non-Japanese people who want to be permanent residents in Japan, Asian technical intern trainees, many people come. Now, 50 students are studying in the Japanese class, which is supported by the members of the group named Nagomi as volunteers. To converse in Japanese is important in our life in Japan, especially in a disaster. We must say kaji, fire, or kyūkyū, ambulance, in Japanese. When we call 119 to ask them fire cars or ambulance cars, the first step of the safe and happy life in Japan is studying Japanese. It's the most important. Here is Nagahama City International Cultural Friendship House, GIO. This is the base for the international and intercultural civic activities by residents in Nagahama City. Now they have Tanoshii Nihongo Kyoushitsu, interesting Japanese class. What's the reason to attend? I have a school child who sometimes becomes sick. Every time I must seek someone who can speak Japanese to ask for interpreting when I need to bring my child to a doctor's office. But I can find no one in some cases. I need to speak Japanese even if I can say a few words, because I work with many Japanese people. In this Tanoshi Nihongo Kyoushitsu, they teach survival Japanese for newcomers and others. Each of them has individual problems, as a parent, as an employee, and so on. But the most important issue is language, the language in this country. The tool of the communication is the ability to speak Japanese, even though it's only a little bit. I hope they'll be able to make conversation with Japanese people with basic Japanese. Easy words are good enough. Let's study together.
簡単な言葉でいいので、まずは日本の人とか交流できるように基礎的な会話ぐらいは皆さんで勉強していけたらなと思います。
When we can speak and understand Japanese, we can make good communication with our neighbors and colleagues. It makes our town more comfortable and our life safer. A Japanese language class can be a bridge between non-Japanese people who study there and the community in the town. We'll be able to have Japanese friends who will help you when you have some problems. Why don't you go and see it?
E vocês, que tal irem conhecer os cursos de japonês mais próximo de sua casa?
The first point was, let's study Japanese. What's the second one?
O segundo ponto é,
yes, let's make better relationship with our neighbors. The point of it is, we can't make any relationship when we are only waiting. We show that we need to go and catch chances to have good time with our neighbors in our town.
e participar das atividades da comunidade. Não é mesmo?
Yes.
Isso mesmo, exatamente.
I'll show you how the World Festa Conan 2015 was, which was held on 7th of June. World Festa Conan 2015 was held by Conan International Association, and it was their fourth one. Not only non-Japanese people, but also many Japanese came and enjoyed it. What's the aim of it? So many non-Japanese people are living in Conan City. They are important members of our city. This festa can help us well in understanding each other with face-to-face communications between non-Japanese and Japanese people. That's why we have it for global communications. It's important to take part in such an event, which is able to know each other for making better relationship between Japanese and non-Japanese. I think this kind of event can get rid of Japanese people's prejudice against non-Japanese. There is another way to make good relationship with our neighbors. The civic activity will give us some good chances to make our town more comfortable by ourselves.
São conhecidas como atividades a nível dos cidadãos.
Last December, they held Kuni Fesu 2015 in Koka at Shinobi no Sato Plala in Koka City. What is the purpose of the International Festa? This is the place for meeting various people who have different cultures and languages. I wish these events will give us good relationships. For example, someone says, "Oh, I met you at the festa," to someone at the supermarket in our daily life. The director of Omi Network Center, Mr. Utashiro, answered our questions like this. Why the civic activities are important for non-Japanese people? Because they have few chances to make communications with the people who live in the same town. Civic activities are not forced, so everyone is ready to solve any problem. That's why these activities make good communications as its fruits or rewards. They can make the first chance to understand each other, so I believe that it's valuable, especially for non-Japanese residents. Isn't it?
みんなが活動するんですね。で、だから最終的には人と人とのコミュニケーションが生まれる活動なんですよ。だからいわゆるその相互理解のですね、入り口になれるような活動ということで、外国人住民の方にとって市民活動は非常に重要な活動じゃないかなというふうに思ってます。
We can't make any good relationship with our neighbors when we are only waiting, so the good point of doing it is to go and get a chance by ourselves. Let's do something with neighbors in our town.
Isso mesmo.
Why don't you attend and enjoy these events which we showed you in our program and others like these as the first step?
Que tal você também começar a participar e se divertir?
I think our town will be more comfortable and easy to do everything when we have good relationship with our neighbors and attend some events in our town.
O que pode fazer com que a gente sinta a região mais acolhedora, vocês não acham?
Realmente.
Then it'll be the last one. What's the third? Let's understand what a disaster is and prepare for it. Recent years, we often have natural disasters. For example, mud flows caused by a cloudburst. In SHIGA, we had debris flow in August 2012 in Otsu City, and cliff failure in September 2013 in Rito City caused by the 18th typhoon and killed one person. And the earthquakes. Japan has been hit by many big earthquakes since January 17, 1995, when we had the Great Hanshin earthquake.
O Japão entrou novamente no ciclo de grandes terremotos.
After that, SHIGA haven't had any harmful earthquakes, but we are afraid of Nankai megathrust earthquakes because there is a high probability of being hit by it within 30 years. What should we do when it occurs? To survive is the most important soon after an earthquake hits. Please do these appropriate actions. Drop to the ground before the earthquake drops you. Cover your head and get under a desk or table. Hold on to your shelter until the shaking stops. I hit my head a few times and it was painful, so I think that I should have covered my head with a cushion or a similar thing when I get under a desk. Well, we'll show you some points to do when a quake occurs. First of all, get under a desk or table to protect your head. Second, turn grills and heaters off after the shaking stops. Third, open the doors of your room and house. When some trouble occurs, the doors won't be open and you won't be able to evacuate. Fourth, don't go outside without checking your surroundings. Fifth, put some shoes on for your safety. There can be pieces of glass and other dangerous things for bare feet. Six, you should bring hijo mochidashi hin, the goods that you need when you're evacuation. What's hijo mochidashi hin? Everyone needs a flashlight. Keep it near the pillows of every member of your family. Headlights are useful because they're hands-free. You should prepare shoes or slippers to protect your feet from pieces of glass or other sharp things. Putting cotton gloves in the shoes is a good idea for your hand safety and prevention of coldness.
Deixe as luvas de trabalho dentro do calçado, que além de proteger as mãos ao se refugiar, pode ser muito útil também para se proteger do frio.
We recommend a whistle to send an SOS when you can't move because of fallen furniture and a mask to protect from smoke in case of fire. Hijo mochidashi hin are the goods which we must bring to outside for spending the first day of disaster. You should put most of them in a backpack or a similar bag and keep it in the place where you can easily pick it up. To share the information required in the disaster. Last September, Higashi-Omi City held the General Disaster Prevention Drill with some organizations and many residents. The purpose of it were the establishment of connections to work immediately and unerringly and making accurate attitudes of residents.
Bem como criar sistema que possa responder rapidamente de forma adequada em caso de necessidade.
One of the drills was helping non-Japanese with using many languages in a disaster. Promotion of Public Access Council led it. Both Japanese and non-Japanese people don't realize what to do in a disaster. Volunteer staff spread some information in English and Portuguese during the drill, which is named Helping Non-Japanese with Using Many Languages in a Disaster.
Em que o grupo de voluntários transmitiram informações sobre os desastres em inglês e português.
I'm satisfied with participating in this drill as a volunteer staff member, but we need more helpers. Our activity will be easier if we are helped by the people who can work for others, only for friendship, especially who can translate or can read Chinese characters, because they are so difficult that capable persons' help will be available. Such an activity has started. 9 non-Japanese residents were ordered to be members of the Special Firefighters team, who are including some students studying at Biwako Kusatsu campus of Ritsumeikan University in Kusatsu City. Special Firefighters team means a particular group which members work for others with their own skills as helpers of real firefighters. The nationalities of these 9 members were Chinese, Vietnamese, and Korean. They will show other residents the evacuation routes in a disaster and provide disaster prevention activities on usual days. They are expected to be able to help non-Japanese, well, especially in case of emergency, because they can speak more than 2 languages. Special Firefighters team formed by non-Japanese people is the first try in SHIGA and still rare in Japan. Non-Japanese were treated as the people who must be helped, but now they try to work for other non-Japanese victims of disaster. They change their situation from the people who need help into the people who can offer help. The city's ability of disaster prevention has been improving due to this change. We don't know when a disaster will occur. That's why we need to prepare in our daily lives. The basic thought is to survive with our own help. We can also help our neighbors and be helped by them. It's important to make communication with our neighbors and to attend disaster prevention drills as many times as possible. We showed you 3 important points to live in Japan as a summary of our program. Newcomers might often feel difficulties, but you can go and ask anything you want to know at the consulting desk for non-Japanese in SHIGA International Association for Globalization. You can use Portuguese, Spanish, Tagalog, and English. Your town or city has such kind of desk too, so you can go there too when you need some help.
Em quase todas as cidades, você pode contar com um balcão de atendimento a estrangeiros. Por isso, sempre que precisar, não hesite e vá consultar.
Even though we continued the program for 2 years, the ending time has come. What are you feeling now, everyone?
E antes de encerrar, eu gostaria que cada desse uma palavra de despedida.
I've showed you non-Japanese various important information in the TudoBem SHIGA. Please make good relationship with Japanese who live near your house. I was excited due to my experience as a reporter and people who I met in this program. This is the last one, but I'll be not only a person who is supported by Japanese, but also a person who supports someone with much information from the program. I'm happy because I could take part in the program. I could gain a lot of knowledge which I had not known before. I was happy to be a caster of the program. I could get much information to live in Japan safely too. I recommend non-Japanese living in Japan to take part in many events like disaster prevention drills. Thank you very much for watching our program for so long, and I would also like to say thank you for all the cooperation to make the programs. Then everyone, see you somewhere, someday.
Nos encontrar novamente. Até qualquer dia. Tchau, tchau.
Bye, goodbye.